So welcome to episode 19, the final episode of the Sands of Time 90% tutorial. Last time we left off here in Endgame at this very ladder. Now there are two routes to take. The first one is the route of the last fight skip. That is a really hard and insanely precise skip. So if you're a beginner or if your PB for this category is not sub 40 minutes yet, don't even think about implementing this in your runs. I'm just mentioning this here for completion reasons. So as I said, if you're a beginner, you can skip right to the second route. So if you plan to do last fight skip, at this point you need at least 2 sands, which means at the previous fight you mustn't leave with 3 sands but 4 sands instead. Tutorials/setup videos for the 2 zips you do in this route are linked in the description. I will not talk about them further here because, as I said, this is highly non-suitable for someone who starts to run this category. Okay, back to the usual endgame route. You go near this ladder to load the next area, or if you want to go safe, you go down the ladder. And there's exactly one more zip to do, and that one is a simple jump zip. Position yourself around the middle of that wall. Starting position is not that precise. You do a simple jump, steps, and slow rewind it. And you then should land on this platform. This platform gives you a checkpoint, so you die and respawn here, simply because this jump zip skips multiple triggers. Okay, next you climb up here. Only speed threat here is that you don't have to fully climb up the pole, but rather you can already jump off after the prince climbs up 10 times. Where climbing up means the prince moving his arm. Even if you die here, it's no big deal because you still have the checkpoint right behind you. Okay, after climbing up, you start the last fight. And since we so far only killed a few easy enemies over the course of this run, I should maybe give a few tips and tricks for the last fight against the arguably hardest enemies of the game. Generally speaking, you want to torpedo all the time because this is the only reliable way of killing these enemies, either off the outer or off the inner wall. If you don't know how to perform a torpedo attack, I covered that in episode 6 of this tutorial. Those enemies have a few attacks. You can block most of them by simply holding the special action button while you have your sword out and an enemy is nearby. However, there's one attack you can't block, which is the undersweep. If you want to avoid that one, you have to jump over it somehow. Which means if an enemy is attacking nearby, you need some good reflexes to either block their attack or jump over it. Also, there are 2 fountains in this area, so if you're low health already, you can heal up if you want. However, if you drink more than once, there's a high chance of an enemy attacking you while drinking, bringing your health down even lower than it was before. So if you need to drink, okay, just be careful to not get hit while drinking. So aside from those basic things, the only real advice I can give you for this fight is practice and do it as often as you can. After you kill the last enemy, you put away your sword, so you skip a small cutscene. You save the game, wait for the cutscene to play out or restart the game. Either way, there's only one zip left, and that's the Vizier zip. For that one, there are 2 possible zips you can do. The faster one is a 1 zip right into the credits trigger, and it goes like this. After the cutscene ends, you immediately first person aim like this. You line up the right side of the first person cam with the right side of that pillar decoration thing. This is not super precise, and that's good because you have to do the setup and the zip somewhat quickly, because after a few seconds the Vizier starts his first attack phase and then the rewind timer resets. So after aiming somewhere around there, you immediately start the inputs, which are dagger, sword, jump, steps, and then you fast rewind everything. And if done correctly, you should fall into the credits trigger and the credits play, and you completed the run. If you fail the zip by misaiming and dying or whatever, you can simply retry. In some instances, you might need to reload the save in order to do so. If that is too hard for you, you can do this in 2 zips. First, you aim somewhat straight and simply do a dagger sword zip, fast rewind it. Just pay attention to not start the actions before the rewind timer starts, because after the cutscene ends, the rewind timer doesn't start for around 1 second. So wait that out, then do the zip. Afterwards you should be outside on the balcony. Then the Vizier will start his first phase, the rewind timer resets. During that you can already position yourself. Try to stand on this line, on the outer side of this big square on the ground. As a setup, you can also use the lightning on the floor slowly fading out. So yeah, just stand somewhere around there, and when the rewind timer starts again, you do a fast rewinded jump into the trigger. So that's it. That was the Sands of Time 90% tutorial. I hope it helped you or helps you getting into this category. Also, huge thanks to Catalyst and Vinev, who helped me by discussing some episodes and pointing out mistakes before I released the episode, and also to Catalyst for producing some of the earlier tutorial episodes. So thanks for watching, have fun, and good luck with the runs.